Hello friends, this video on preposition part 2 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Okay, so now let us talk about types of preposition. Now, broadly prepositions are of three types. First, we will talk about simple and compound prepositions. Simple, that means something which is actually very simple. So, prepositions like, let's take some examples of prepositions. So, here are a list of simple and compound prepositions. And you see normally words like at, by, in, on, to, up, with, through, of. These are all examples of simple prepositions. Like they are one complete word in themselves. So they are simple prepositions. He is looking at me. The book is lying on the table. He is in the house. He came to me. Right? So these are all examples of simple prepositions. Now you might be curious to know what are compound prepositions. Now compound prepositions are not that simple, that's quite obvious. Now these compound prepositions are formed by adding some prefix to an existing word. So basically we add a prefix, that means we add something before an existing word. And this existing word could be an adjective, it could be a noun, it could be an adverb. So it could be any of these. So before any of these words, you add a prefix and then that becomes a compound preposition. For example, along. So if you look at this word, a plus long. Long means something which is long, it's adjective. So a is added as a prefix before long and along is a compound preposition. Behind, here it is be plus hind. So hind again is an adjective. Before that we have added be. So behind is a compound preposition. Around is a plus round. Round again is an adjective, so around is a compound preposition. Similarly, below is be plus low. Low again is an adjective, we have added a prefix be. So normally the prefix which is added is either a or be. So that's the generally used prefix. However, in certain cases the prefixes are different. For example, here it is out plus side. Here it is with plus out. So it is not necessarily A or B, but like there are a lot of compound prepositions which starts with A or B. Right? So along, behind, around, below, beyond, without, outside, between, across, about. So these are all such examples of compound prepositions. Right? So now I hope there is a clarity between simple and compound prepositions. So now you are no more confused. So whenever you come across a word which satisfies the definition of a preposition, but when you look at that word, that is basically made up of a prefix and an adjective or adverb or noun. So that's compound preposition. And if it is just one single word, one simple word, that's simple preposition. Okay, now let's look at some examples of compound prepositions in sentences. The pen is placed above the book. So here the word above is placed before a noun. The noun here is book, so it is placed before a noun. And it also tells us the relationship between the book and the placement of the pen. So if you see, the pen is placed above the book. So above here is a preposition, and if you look at the word above, it is formed by adding a prefix a before the word verb. So as a result, this is a compound preposition. Let's look at the next example. Distribute the sweets among the students. So here again, if you look at the word among, it is placed before a noun and it also shows the relationship between sweets and the students, right? So here again, among is a compound preposition because if you look at the word among, it is again formed by adding a prefix to an existing word. Right? So that's why these are all examples of compound prepositions. So they satisfy all the criteria to be a preposition. It is just that when you look at the composition of the word, you see that it is formed by a prefix and an existing word. Krish was hiding behind the door. So here again, if you look at the word behind, it is formed of two words, be plus hind. So this is again a compound preposition. So here you can see Krish who is hiding behind the door. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for free quality education. You can learn with a simple 4-step learning process wherein you can watch video lessons, you can ask your questions, you can refer notes, and you can take a free online test. We have content for class 6 to 12 on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology along with practical videos. So please subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Thank you.